Welcome back to part 2 of HTML for Absolute Beginners Complete Guide provided by GoCode Media. In part 1 of this series, we've discussed much about document structure of HTML. Something also has to do with how do you link your CSS style sheet, and also where is the right place to also put your script tag. And also we discussed also briefly about comments. So in this part 2 of this series, we'll be talking about common HTML tags, some sort of ID, and some important tags, and let's just jump right in. So we are going to start, as you remember, we are going to start with HTML tags. You can see now I nicely comment my code. Now, as I told you, what is an HTML tag or what is an HTML element? Is there even a difference? Yes, there is a difference. An HTML has the opening tag and the closing tag and what is in between it. I will show you what I mean. For example, let me talk about, let's say, paragraph or something. Let's say P, which is a paragraph. I will discuss common elements, don't worry. Let's say we have P, which is paragraph. Just press tab. Then I put learn at GoCode Media. Okay? No, sorry. Yes, sometimes this makes a problem. Come on, I don't know how to type again. That's funny. Anyway, yeah, you can see now it shows on the page. Yeah, as I was saying, how do you create a tag? This is an opening tag. Why this is a closing tag? Is there any difference? Yes, this opening tag is just combination of less than, then the element name, which is a paragraph in this case, then you put a greater than sign. That is an opening tag. So this is like start tag. Another people can call it start tag. Okay, so then the closing tag is the same, except that after the less than it has /. You see now, so that's the difference. Yes, that's the difference between the two. Great. So, and what is in between it, which is like the actual content that is going to show on the website, is the actual content. So the whole of this, from the opening, the content, and the closing tag, is what is called an HTML element. Good. So we'll quickly discuss common HTML tags. Let's move forward. Yeah. So I will discuss common HTML tags, which P is one of them. Good, we've talked about it a little bit already. So I'll quickly make one point. For example, if I should change it to capital letter P and I save it, it still works, right? It still works, which means HTML tag is not case sensitive. Sorry. So which means HTML tag is not case sensitive in this case. Okay, so it's not case sensitive. But the best practice, I'll put it here as a comment, is that you should just use small letter. So I'll change it back to small letter. But capital letter will still work, of course. Yes, so that's it. So let's move on. So let's discuss tags now. I mean heading tags. So let's discuss heading tags now. So we can just put this here. So I'll just copy it from my second computer. So heading tags, what are they? Sorry. So heading tags, what are they? Good. The heading tags are just, for example, in your Word document. I don't know if I can quickly show you Word, but of course we've all used Word. H1 is the biggest one, right? So H2, you will see when I save this now. See what happened? So this is the biggest one, just because normally the HTML engine actually puts some CSS automatically, some padding, something. I don't want to discuss so much about CSS right now. Okay. So that is the heading tags. So the H1 is the biggest one and the H6 is the least one. So yes, I'll talk about some other types of tags. So I can call it other type of tags, other type of common tags, common HTML tags or something. So because yes, then let me just comment this. Yes, I can put, for example, this link, I can put it also, and also this other link, I can also put it. As you can see, that's also about difference between HTML tag and element. I can put everything in the description, and also I can also put up this code so that you can also have it, you can reference it. I can also upload it on GoCodeMedia.com. So good, so let's just continue. So I can just place this nicely, like under the heading, so that we can continue from there. Hey, sorry. Oh, we made a mistake. We made a very big mistake. This is supposed to be inside the body. I'm sorry for that. I didn't pay more attention to that. So it should be inside the body, not outside. It should be inside the body. So please correct that. Good. I've corrected that already. So yes. Here we are. So I'll quickly show you something also. There is something called Lorem Ipsum. Lorem Ipsum is just a dummy test, and you can generate it in Visual Studio Code. Just type, for example, anything. Let's say, I don't know, maybe H1 or something. Yeah, if you want it to be really big. Okay, let's use H5, for example. Then we type, if you type Lorem, you see now, it suggests something for you. You can see MS suggesting for you. Just type tab to just give you this big dummy test, as you can see. That is one way to use it. Another way to use it could also be that I type the same, let's say H2 or something, and I put Lorem. Let's assume I want 5 words. I will just put 5 after, then tab. See, it gives me just 5 words. So it's just a placeholder to hold some dummy tests. So it's not really that very important, but sometimes you might really need them. So why not? So you just use them. So other common tags that I will discuss about div. Yeah, but the question is, what is a div? A div is just a dummy container. Let's just put it like that. As you can see, there is no really big difference. It's still the same. You ask them what is the difference between this and this. The point is that if you don't put any CSS or anything inside it, then nothing shows for you, at least. So that is that about div. It's just like an empty container. You can put anything inside it. You can nest another element inside it, and we are going to be discussing nesting pretty soon. So, but let's just move quickly. I would copy all other tags so that we don't have to waste our time just typing so much. So, for example, if you look at it now, let me just remove all this first. Now you see what we are doing. Ctrl S, good. Yeah, you can see now something is happening. This is our H2. Yeah, this is our H2. Okay, let me just put this div up so that you don't get confused. I'm almost getting confused myself. So good. Yeah. So the H2, the div. So this is the div, okay, and this is the U. The U just means underline, but it's rarely used. So I don't know, because sometimes you don't want to get it confused with link, because naturally link is like underline. So, but if you want, you can use it. So let us try Subscript. I don't know who use Subscript, but at least it's there for you to use if you want to use it. So Subscript, just as the name suggests, you just put the text up there, right? As you can see, and it's also, yes, I will discuss inline and block element later, don't worry. So you can see it just move next on the same line. That's why it's called inline, but we'll discuss it later. Yeah. So why the sub is different? Why the sub? Sorry, Superscript is different, as you can see. What does superscript? Just put it up. This is the superscript. Just like in maths, you put indices or something. Then the small tag is just make your elements small, and there's anything you write inside it. So at least for now, those are the common tags I can think of now. You can look up a lot of more tags, like everything, the list of all the HTML tags on this Mozilla developer website. I can also put it in the description of this video. But to just quickly round up this part of the video, let us quickly talk about nesting one element inside each other. Yeah, this is very important. But before that, sorry, let's talk about empty tags. Yes. What is an empty tag? An empty tag is just a tag that is empty. Yes, basically, it doesn't have any content. It doesn't take any content inside it. You see what happened? I write it one by one. So let me put, for you to see it properly, let me put this BL. BL just means line break. Let me put it in between this. Where will you see that really much? Let me put it in between the underline. No, in between the div and the underline, so that you see it. You see the space properly. You see what happened? It creates this space. If I remove it now, let me comment it. You see what happened? Yes, the space went back. So that's what it does. It just put this break. Then the HR is also responsible for this break here. And the HR just put horizontal rule. That's what it means. So just call it horizontal rule. And this is line break. Yes, try to comment your code as much as possible. Of course, this is like a very basic stuff, but yeah, if you're just starting, it's good that you also put it like this. Yeah, so that's it. Now it's actually out, so I think we can just do something. We can pick it so that you can still see it at least, because now it's part of the comments. So let me just take it out. Good. Yeah, now we are there. So there is something about another common tag that I forgot to discuss. I will just put it there. Is about italic, and emphasis, strong and bold. So I will just put it there so that you can see. Control C. Yes. As you can see, let's start with italic, which is I. What happened is just make it italic. Then if I uncomment this one now, let me just Control Z, which is this one, is also italic. Then what is the difference? The difference is just that M, which is EM, is emphasis. It's more semantic. It's like it's recent in HTML5. Remember, we are talking about HTML5 specifically here, right? Good. So yes, so it's specifically about HTML5 because it's more descriptive, just like I, which is italic. The same also goes also with bold. Yes, B for bold. I'll put it there. So B for bold, but of course, yeah, strong came to make it more descriptive. Like it's strong. Yes, it's bold. So great. We are doing really well. So now let's talk about nesting one element inside another. But sorry, I think we didn't come. Now let's talk about nesting one element inside another. Good. So when you talk about nesting, it's just like you put one element inside the other, as I said briefly the other time. And to make life really easy, to make it very descriptive enough, just come here. You see what happened? That means that everything inside here is nested inside this HTML tag. And for example, if I should also close this head, that means everything I put inside meta, whatever, they are all nested inside this head. Yes, that's what nesting is all about in a very simple, basic term. But sometimes we need nesting more than those meta tags and stuff. We even want to, it had more value to us. For example, I'll give you a very good example. You want to write H1 that is italic. How do you do it? It's very simple. Just come, for example, just type H1. I will say learn at GoCode Media. Okay, see what happened? Now I want to make it italic. I will just come inside. Next, okay, let me put it on another line. Okay, just put it like this. So EM, you have to at least create a space in between, otherwise the element will not work. EM, yeah, good. Then in between, then I will just paste this other one. Ctrl S. I'll just paste it inside. You see what happened? Now we have made this H1 italic. Yeah, that's how it works. But let's assume that I don't want to make everything italic. I just want only this media to be italic. For example, I just come and do it like this. You see, we have learn at GoCode is normal H1, then media is italic. So you can just do anything you want with nesting, because sometimes it's very important. You see, when we talk about span element, which is a very important generic inline container. You know, we've discussed div, which is a generic block container. So, but I will discuss more about block and inline element later. Good. So now I will just put more examples for you to see, so that you can learn more with nesting. So for example, this is an li. Yes, but I want the li not just to be an li. Okay, I'll remove it. We'll do it the same way that we did it the other time. Let me just comment it out. Now let's assume that I want an li, which is a list item. I'll discuss it in full detail, don't worry. I call it home. You see what happened? It's just a home. It's not a link, nothing. If I click it, nothing happens. But then remove it and put it here. Now let me now uncomment this one. See what happened? This is a link. You can even see this finger stuff. It shows that it's a link. Of course, it doesn't link to anywhere. Of course, if I want, for example, I can link into google.com, but we are not going to do that now. We'll talk about that later, about attributes. So there's the difference. Now I've actually like nested this inside the other. This is commonly used, for example, when you are like doing like a navigation and stuff like that. So if you want to make it like more of it, I can copy them out for you. So for example, something like this. Now we have our home, services, and about. So yeah, that's it. So, but to just round up this part of the video, I'll quickly show you span element. Oh, span element is very important. It's very important. So I'll just put it there, but I will not load it. I will explain it for you. Okay. So I'll remove the whole of this. Okay. So let's say we have something like this at GoCode Media. Good. Just like regular H1, right? Yeah. No big deal. But now let's assume I want my media to be different color. Okay, how can I do it? Of course, I cannot use M because that is just emphasis. It will not change the color. Okay, since media is in line with GoCode and the remaining stuff, I have to introduce what is called a span element. Okay, that is why I use a span element. So I will just put, for example, span. As I told you, element will not work if you don't create a space in between what you want to type. Just put a first space, then just type span. Then just copy this one, just put media here. Okay. Now, let me load it. Nothing happened, of course, because I told you it's just a generic. Just like div also, if you don't give it any style, nothing happens, nothing changes. But now what I want to do is like, I want the color to be different, right? This is what I do. There's something called Inline Css. We'll talk more in detail about it when we talk about CSS. Okay. So please don't worry. So I will just type style. As you can see, Emmet completed it for me. Now what do I want? I want color, and I want it to be red, for example. Voila, that's it. So now I've turned it to red because yeah, it's just inline. And you can use it, you can even give it a class, you can go and do anything, you can make it bigger, you can do anything you want with it. Only when you want an inline formatting, okay? But the div is for the block. But I will discuss more about block in my next video. Hey, thank you for watching. I really appreciate your time. I hope you've learned a lot. Put some comment below. Let me know what you like in this video. Let me know what you like that I should make better. And as usual, thanks for your time. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's very important now. I want the subscription. I want things to be rolling and everything. So please just subscribe to my YouTube channel and share the good news with your friends and family. Anybody that is interested in learning web development. And this will be one of the best decisions they've ever made in their life. So guys, see you next time in my next video. Have a nice time. Bye bye.